Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you another mini album that I'm making. I got really jealous of the one that I made my husband, and I wanted one for myself. So this is the cover of my mini album. The way that I made it, the cover, is just the same as I made all of the other mini albums by using Cathy Orta's hidden hinge binding. You can see it in the previous video. I'll link you to it to show you how I did the binding. And then I made this one pocket page that will have a large tag. And then I made these half pages that will have tags in them too. And I'm going to show you how I made both of these and another page. And for my other page, all you have to do is you're going to take a piece of cardstock that is for this book that is 6 1/4 by your 11. Then I put tape on the one side of this. And the way that I'm going to do this is, this one is going to be pockets. I take my tape off. I determine how long I want my first pocket to come up. Okay, it's going to come up 2 1/4 inches. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my score pal or scoreboard and I'm going to score it at 2 1/4 inches. And that's where my bottom is going to be. This is a very simple album to make. There's not a lot of measuring. So I'm going to do my first one at 2 1/4 inches. And then what I do is, that's going to be at the bottom of my page. This is the bottom. I'm going to wedge this in here, right at the bottom. Make sure that's all the way up. And make sure it's here, just to the one side, at the bottom. Okay. Then you flip your book over. Now you're going to take your top of your page and you're going to fold it down to the top of your binding. And score that down real good. And for this, you're going to tape this down flat against there. So I'm going to take some tape. I'm going to go along the edge, because this edge is going to be sealed in. Okay, and all you do is you fold this down, make sure it's even on the side, very good, and put it down. Then you take another piece of cardstock, and you're going to need your wet glue this time, because this is going to make one of your pockets. You decide how far up you want your pocket. So it doesn't matter if this is a little short, as long as it's the 6 1/4 inches wide. You're going to measure up, and what I did was I just brought my bottom pocket up and figured out where I wanted mine to go. And actually this measured 6 1/4 by 4 inches. And I'm going to put it right in here. I'm not going to glue the bottom of it. Now I want to glue both sides. And I'm just going to take my wet adhesive and glue down the side. You could use a hot glue gun. I'm just going to use my quick dry wet adhesive and glue down both sides. Make sure you line it up at the edge. And glue that side down. You're not gluing the bottom down, because your tag is going to be able to just slide down in there. Now we're going to take the top, the bottom, that little bottom flap, and we're going to glue it up. And we're going to glue the two sides down with the with your wet adhesive. And make sure you line that up very well, and then glue that down and hold it. Okay, then all you have to do when you get your tags made, the tags will just slide in there. We have a short tag, a spot for a tag, and then a long spot for a tag. And we're going to do the same thing, and then that's going to leave a whole page on this side. A solid page for to put your journaling. Another page here. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, except we're going to do it the opposite way. We're going to fold it into the front. We're going to score it again at 2 1/4 inches. Or whatever you want yours to score at. Fold it down. This time I'm going to put my adhesive on this side. And where my fold is, I'm going to put it facing the other way. And all the way down. Apply that. This is exactly what we did with the other side, but we're facing it the other way. Fold your top piece down and get your crease in, lining it up. Take my bone folder, get it nice and flat. Then I'm going to take this down. Make sure it's right there at my edge. Tape it down real good. Get my smaller one. Do the same thing, lining it up with this one. I'm going to glue that in and then glue the bottom in. And then I'm going to have, that will make my pockets for my tags. Okay? So this page will be a page with a giant oversized tag to go in there. We'll have 2 smaller tags in these half ones. We'll have a large place here for your journaling or photos. We'll have nice tags to go in these 4 pockets, and we'll have another spot on the back for journaling. Now, I'm going to show you how I did the half pages. They're very simple to do. All I did was I measured my binding, and then I found my halfway mark on it, which is, this is 6 1/4. So my halfway mark is 3 1/8. Then I took my scissors and I cut on each side of that marked line that I did, all the way down to the fold part. I want to be on each side because I want a slightly open space so that I have a little bit of space in between here so they move freely. Okay, you cut all the way down, and then I'm just going to take that little piece there and clip it out all the way down to the bottom. You have some very sharp scissors, they'll work perfectly. Now I have my two separate little flaps now. And to make my little pockets, all you're going to need is, well, for this size book that I'm making, which mine's a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, you need a piece of cardstock that is 6 inches by 6 1/2 inches. So let's get that cut. Six inches by 6 1/2 inches. And let's get your scoreboard again. And on the 6 1/2 inch side, I'm going to score it at 3 1/8 inches and 6 1/4 inches. 3 1/8 inch by 6 1/4 inches. I'm going to fold my score lines up. And that'll make it fold perfectly over to that side. I'm going to apply some adhesive just to this one side here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, and I want my folded part to be on the back and towards the bottom. So I'm just going to measure to make sure it fits. If it's a snug fit, all I have to do is trim this down a little bit more. You can even just like trim it at an angle to get that out of there. And make for sure it fits perfectly. Now I'm going to put some adhesive at the bottom. On just the one side for now. I'm going to apply it with my folded towards the bottom. I like to put my fold into the bottom first and then bring it up to the top. Make sure it's down flat and press it in place. Then I'm going to put my adhesive on the front side. And fold my bottom over. Make sure you peel this piece off too. So when you bring your two pieces together, do it this way so you can see I'm going to push my side in. That'll hold that in place. I'll bring this over and kind of match it up starting at the top. And then just pressing down. And that gives me my half pockets. And all I have to do, and I make my half pockets a little shorter than my long pages. And then all I have to do now is I'm going to do the top part the exact same way. And next I'm going to show you how I did this single page, except I'm going to put a fold on it. With the extra large pocket, you're going to take your piece of cardstock and you're going to cut this one piece 6 1/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. This is going to give you a little bit of extra wiggle room. I'm going to do my 7 3/4. And what I like to do is I taped it from the front first. This is the front. This book doesn't take a lot of precise measuring because I wanted to make it easy, so there's a lot of plug room. You don't have to be exact. I laid this in, centering it on both sides. And then folded it down against there. Then all I did was fold the sides in, matching them top to bottom. And smoothing it out. You do the same with the other side, pulling it in. It goes lining it up right there on that line, and then the other part will line up straight with you. Lining the top up, get the top lined up and the bottom lined up. And just pressing it down. Okay. Then I'm going to take it, I'm going to put tape on both sides right there to the edge. If I didn't get it right to the top, I'm going to just put another little piece because I want this exactly at the top. Just going to put an extra piece going that way after I lifted it up. So I want it all the way to the top. And if you want to, you can start off that way. Just put your little piece in right up to the top. And line it up right there close to the edge. Okay, and I also want a piece going across the bottom. You can take that off. You can fold your sides in to make it hold it in place for you. If it goes down a little bit, roll it up. That's all you have to do. Okay. I want it all the way to the edge of the bottom. All I got to do is put another little piece in there. Piece right there, all the way to the edge. Now, this measures, you know you have your 6 1/4, and it should be by 6 1/4. So you're going to need another piece that is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And to do our flip, we're going to need another piece that is 6 1/4. Okay. And I'm going to score this one at 6 1/4. Okay, now we're going to remove our tape. Okay, and our 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. If it goes over, just roll it back. If it goes over too far, just roll it back over. And we're going to line it up from the top. Okay, we're going to line this one up from the top and one side first. And lay it down nice and even. Then go over to the top of the other side and match it up. I don't want to press it down real tight yet until I get it right where I want it. And press it down. Okay, that gives us our large page like we have here, this large pocket page, except this time we're going to add in a flip on this pocket page here. And all we're going to do is we're going to trim this one down, the sides at an angle, so to slide down in there. I like to start from the bottom, from right at the fold line, and taper it in. Okay, now this should slide right down in there, like that. And that's going to be your fold-up pocket. And all you need to do is apply some adhesive on this side. I like to put it all the way up to the top. And at the bottom. Put it back in, leaning up against the back, so you can get it all the way down in there before your adhesive catches on. And press it in place. That gives us our large pocket with the flip out page that will flip to the sides. And that's how our book is going to be put together. Now all it has to do is be decorated. This is the large pocket. Already started doing some decorating on that. Here is our smaller pockets here. And all I did was I used the 1-inch circle and I take it right to the line that's on the 1-inch circle on both sides and just go halfway, and that's where you get your half cut from. And then I have my 4 pockets. Then I'm going to have my 2 double pockets again, my 2 half pockets, and then I'm going to have my flip out page with my large tags in the back. Okay, here's my finished book, all except I don't have any of the embellishments or the pictures in, but I wanted to share with you what I had. Like I said, it's a cardstock, chipboard album. The outside of this is that new fabric paper, because I thought it would bend nicely. But the only thing that I don't like about this is that it collects dirt because it is fabric. And then I have my binding is made with Cathy Orta's Hidden Hinge binding. And here's the first page with an oversized tag. And then I have another full page here that could be used for pictures and journaling. I have the 2 half of pages with journaling spots and photos areas in both of these. I have another full spot for pictures and journaling. I can even put pictures here on both sides. And then I have the places where tags can go in these areas here. And remember, these tags will go all the way down to here. These will make, you can put larger tags in this area here. So I have 4 spots for more tags. Then I have another full page for photos and journaling. More photos can go over here. More tags to be put into these pockets here. More places here for tags. More tags here. More photos here. More photos here. Then it opens out. And I have more photo spots here. More photo spots here. Then my back of my last page of my album. And another oversized tag. Now I get to have fun with putting all the paper, the pictures, and the embellishments into my new album that this one is for me. And thank you very much for watching my videos. Bye.